Fear protects life. So what happens when an animal stops listening to fear? A lion can kill this animal in seconds. A black mamba can stop its heart with a single bite. A pack of hyenas can tear it apart. Every instinct in nature tells it to run. It never does. Instead, it walks toward the danger, again, and again, and again. Across Africa, predators survive because they fear death. But one animal seems to have missed that lesson entirely. An animal so relentless that even predators think twice before attacking it. This is the honey badger. And in the next few minutes, you're about to discover why one of Africa's smallest predators became one of its greatest legends. The African wilderness is built on fear. Every creature knows its limits. Every predator understands the cost of a mistake. The lion understands it. The hyena understands it. Even the black mamba understands it. Because one mistake can mean death. But somewhere beneath the burning African sun lives a creature that seems completely untouched by that law. Small, scarred, relentless. The honey badger. An animal so fearless that it has become a legend, not because it always wins, but because it never seems willing to quit. Hidden beneath the grass, its first deadly challenge is already waiting: the black mamba. A snake feared by almost every living thing in Africa, fast enough to strike before the eye can react. Venomous enough to kill creatures many times larger than itself. For most animals, an encounter with a black mamba means death. The snake rises, its body tightens, its eyes lock onto the intruder. The warning is clear: leave. Most animals would. The honey badger does not. Instead, it moves closer. The snake strikes. Fangs flash. Dust explodes into the air. The battle begins. Again and again, the mamba attacks. Again and again, the badger returns. The outcome should be obvious, yet somehow the fight continues. Because the honey badger refuses to accept the warning every other animal understands. The wilderness rewards caution. The honey badger rewards persistence. And persistence can be terrifying. But venom is not the only danger waiting in Africa. Sometimes the threat comes from thousands, a living storm of wings and stingers. Bees. Most animals avoid them. Pain is a powerful teacher. Pain teaches respect. Pain convinces creatures to retreat. The honey badger learns a different lesson. It charges directly into the swarm. Thousands of stingers. Thousands of attacks, thousands of reasons to turn back. Yet it keeps moving, driven by hunger, driven by instinct, driven by determination. The pain is real. The danger is real. But neither changes its decision, and that may be the most dangerous trait an animal can possess. There is something remarkable about the honey badger. It does not seek glory. It does not seek reputation. It is not trying to prove anything. It simply refuses to stop. Again and again it enters situations that seem impossible. Again and again it survives. Most animals eventually surrender. Most animals eventually retreat. Most animals eventually decide the cost is too high. The honey badger rarely does. And uncertainty can be a weapon. Predators search for weakness. They search for hesitation. They search for fear. The honey badger offers none of them, not because it is fearless, but because fear never seems to control its actions. There is another reason the honey badger has become one of Africa's most respected survivors. It adapts. The wilderness changes every day. Food disappears. Predators move. Territories shift. The animals that survive are not always the strongest. Often, they are the ones willing to adapt. The honey badger has spent generations mastering that skill. It hunts, it scavenges, it steals, it digs, it climbs, it searches endlessly for opportunity. While other animals specialize in one method of survival, the honey badger uses whatever works, and that flexibility makes it incredibly difficult to defeat. Many predators rely on predictable behavior. The honey badger is anything but predictable. One day it is hunting, the next day it is stealing from a predator, the next it is digging beneath the earth in search of food. Every challenge becomes another problem to solve. Every obstacle becomes another test. And over time, those tests created something extraordinary. Not the strongest animal, not the fastest, but one of the most resilient. Resilience is difficult to measure. You cannot weigh it. You cannot see it. Yet it often determines who survives and who disappears. The honey badger survives because it refuses to accept failure as the end of the story. Every setback becomes another reason to continue. Every defeat becomes another lesson. Every injury becomes proof that it is still alive. And perhaps that is why this small predator continues to fascinate the world. Because deep down, resilience is something every living creature understands.